Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Alex Bourne from Rockwell Guitar School in Shoreview, Minnesota, and it is Theory Thursday once again. Today we're talking about 16th notes. Now, remember when you're talking about rhythms and rhythm notation, it's all about fractions, okay? So, um, that's the best way that I found to think about it. So, for example, what I mean is here we have one whole note, okay? You divide that into two, you get two half notes. And you divide those into two, you get two quarter notes each, four quarter notes to a whole. You seen the pattern yet? So now we have eighth notes, that's what they look like. And then you divide those into two, and you get 16th notes. That's what those look like. Okay? Notice once you get past eighth notes, you start to add beams across the top. So one beam, that's eighth notes. Two beams, that's 16th notes. Three beams, that's going to be 30 seconds. But I don't know if this method gets into that. But anyways, that's kind of the fraction approach. Sometimes they are not tied together, but they still have these flags, okay? So an eighth note has one flag, a 16th note has two flags, okay? So it's very good to practice your penmanship because it's getting harder and harder to find people with good music notation, hand music notation skills. So by all means, get the book, Practical Theory Complete by Sandy Feldstein, and get some practice writing 16th notes, so on and so forth. Okay, see if I missed anything. Keep in mind the flags always face to the right of the paper. So even if the stem is coming down, the flag goes to the right. Even if the stem is going up, flags go to the right. Okay. So in 4/4 time, a 16th note receives 1/4 of the beat. Okay. So part of the reason for beams is that it makes beats easier to identify. So here we have one beat, two beats, three beats, and the fourth beat right there. Okay. Now these are the syllables that we use for 16th notes, so that we can vocalize them. Basically, if your beat is going 1, 2, 3, 4, then 16th notes are going 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a da 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 da. Okay. Now, this is fill in the blank. You have some things missing, and you need to figure out what they are and add them. Okay. So it says use only quarter, eighth, and 16th notes. Okay. So for example, here you have an eighth note, and it has a beam with nothing attached to it. So you know for sure that is going to be another eighth note, okay? So I'll go ahead and draw that in. Here's a 16th, a group of 16th notes. Something is missing. Remember, we have 4 16ths for each beat, so you need a 16th note right there. Go ahead and draw that in and figure out the rest. Okay, watch your time signatures. This one was in 3/4. Same activity, figure out what's missing, and then draw it in. And here you have this little game, add the number of counts and write the sum under each line. So they're looking for a number. Remember the old school addition problems I used to do in like first grade or something like that? Well, I don't know about you. For me, it was first grade. But yeah, so here we have 2 16ths, right? Think fractions. 2 16ths is also equal to 1/8 note, right? So you can think of that as 1/8 note and 2/8 notes. 2/8 equals, think fractions, 1/4, right? So you can draw I guess they're looking for maybe a fraction or some sort of number. Now here they're looking for a note. So it's the same problem, same kind of activity, except they're looking for one note. All right. So here you have a half note, right? It's 2 beats. 4/16 notes is what? 4/16 also equal to a quarter. Quarter note plus a half note. You need one note. So I'll think a dotted half note, right? Because the dot adds half of the value, and half of the value of a half note is a quarter note. So dotted half note. That is your answer right there. All right, so that's it for lesson 45. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.